never be able to defeat the Raptures at this rate. The Raptures are infinite, while we're finite in number.
A grounded assessment, to be sure.
So, we have to go big. That's the only way we'll be able to turn the tide.
Did you have anything in mind?
I believe so. No, actually, I'm certain I do. But it will be incredibly difficult. Close to impossible, in fact. But we have to make it happen. As the goddesses, we must protect humanity.
What's your plan? Do you think we stand a chance?
Even if we didn't, we have to try. That's our job. So, Red Shoes, never give up. I'll take the first step. All you have to do is follow me. I'll become humanity's savior. I need you on my side. I have to go. We'll meet again.
Goodbye, Rapunzel. I wish you luck. Having hope in a situation where you can't win. Wouldn't siding with the Raptures solve this problem? At first, corruption was a bagatelle, something trivial which momentarily paralyzed Nikkes. However, the way it operated was somewhat unorthodox. It didn't affect the nervous system, nor any other part of the body. So, I was curious as to how it could induce paralysis. Every Nikke's brain has something called a nymph. Have you heard of it? It injects information into the brain and then backs up all the information contained within the brain. In the initial stage, corruption forces its way into this nymph to issue a command not to move. The important thing was that it touched the nymph. It's that simple. This is where I saw the future. A future where we don't lose. A future where humanity wins this war. It's simple. We simply need to be on the same side. I didn't have the necessary skills to affect the nymph, so I started investigating this corruption phenomenon. And I discovered something remarkable. Corruption comprises a code that even humans can understand. This was a revelation. I tried inputting simple commands from the corruption process into the Nikkes. You know what happened? They started moving according to the command that was input. It was fascinating. So, I implanted my own personality data into the corruption code and modified it to have the subject think in the same manner as a rapture. This was also a resounding success. The Nikkes infected by the corruption only repeated actions which were beneficial to the Raptures. I was overwhelmed with joy. I had discovered a way for humanity to coexist with the Raptures. The Raptures are our enemy, an enemy we must defeat. But if we switch our way of thinking and proceed with the mindset that Raptures are our allies, then we don't need to fight anymore. We can truly achieve harmony. But there was a big problem. The corruption injected with my personality had very obvious limitations. It didn't last long. It either got attacked by the nymph and died, or physically destroyed the brain. My personality data was inferior and unable to perform a diverse range of actions. I had gone as far as I could with my own skill set. I became painfully aware of my limitations. So, I implanted this improved corruption code in the Raptures and returned them. I trusted the Raptures. If the Raptures had achieved such incredible evolutionary progress in a short period with this improved corruption code, I firmly believed that they would be able to hone it to perfection. And they did not disappoint. When the Raptures returned with the new and improved corruption code, I felt as if I had the entire world in the palm of my hand. Although it had become something unique to Raptures, something that humans could not understand, it was perfection personified. That was what created you. Anichiro, the fruit of my labor. That was how the Raptures responded to the peace treaty I sent out. I proposed that we could live together in harmony. You, Anichiro, are a symbol of peace between the Raptures and humanity. You are a perfect being. The most beautiful being. If you had a beastly beauty when you were corrupted, now your beauty is absolute. Tell me more. Tell me everything about yourself. How are you feeling? Do you still want to live for the Raptures? How does it feel when you see a Nikke? Is there a difference from before? Do you sleep? Can you taste? Do the Raptures attack you? Do you feel like you are out of place? Do you want to kill humans? Do you want to save them? Do you still hear voices? How long can you hold your breath? Tell me. Tell me everything, Anichiro. Please.
I have a question.
Questions are also good. What is it?
Are you the one who implanted the corruption in me?
Yes. I did it during your last maintenance check.
Why me?
Because you're the most perfect Nikke amongst us. The result of the Rapture-improved corruption combined with your perfection. I had no doubt that the results would be sublime. The Raptures realized that too. That's why they modified you to be omnipotent. The ultimate masterpiece, jointly created by me, the Raptures, and Ave. Is such beauty even moral? It's almost blasphemous.
Did you do this to the others as well?
No, not yet. I didn't want to waste any precious subjects until I confirmed your outcome.
When did you come up with the idea of coexisting with the Raptures?
A while ago, when I was still human.
Why did you apply to become a Grimm's model?
In order to spread my beliefs, I required power. I had to climb up the ranks. Rather than coming from a priest or VTC researcher, the words of a goddess would carry much more influence.
Are you saying you want to infect all Nikkes?
Yes.
How have you not been found out yet?
I'm aware that others would consider me insane. It's that awareness that has allowed me to remain undetected. I was surprised that they wanted to do a brain scan, but it didn't amount to much. Anichiro, it's destiny. How else could everything have fallen into place so perfectly? You must guide me. You must guide everyone. On the heretic path. On the path to harmony.
One last question.
Please ask.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't kill you now?
Because I'm going to help you. Now we can begin to walk the path toward peaceful coexistence with the Raptures. Not many people will understand, but I will see my plan through. I simply need you to remain a symbolic figure. I'll take care of everything else. So, Anichiro, with
Don't call me that. How? I pierced her core straight through. Her appendages are moving even after the main body has been taken out. still breathing?
Oh, how happy I would be to be turned into a heretic.
It was you. This is all because of you. You caused all this pain and misery. Damn you! Ah!
Cinderella?
Huh?
Red Shoes! Is she dead?
What's going on? Explain! Did you do this?
No, it's not.
Cinderella?
It wasn't me. I mean, I did this to her. But she was trying to corrupt. She said that the corruption was her doing. She was trying to use it to...
What?
Gretel? Glass slippers are solid, so I'll use acid. Roger. Let's kill this heretic.
No, I'm not a heretic. I'm not Enichiro anymore. It's me, Cinderella.
Let me ask you a question then. You're saying Red Shoes is behind this corruption, and it was her who planted it inside you?
That's right. I can explain every...
Do you really expect us to believe that? There's no way Red Shoes would do something like that!
You feel the same way, Siren? Then what about me? What about me? You think I would kill Red Shoes without cause? Why isn't anyone hearing out my side of the story? Why I did it, or what happened? I'm back. I'm all better now. Why don't you believe me? Why didn't any of you? When I saw you all a while ago, why didn't anyone ask if I was okay? Huh? When you all look at me, what do you see? Okay, I understand now. Even after what I put you through, you were willing to meet with me. I'm grateful for that. But I guess I had the wrong impression. You simply wanted to see a monster. You wanted to hurt a monster. Cinderella! Don't follow me, or I'll kill you where you stand.
It's time to punish the sinners. Let me pray for a moment.
There's some dirt on my face. Let me check the mirror for a moment.
Judgment.
A commendable battle, but I desire stronger opponents next time. What should the first target be?
Hold on just a little longer. Let me pray for a moment.
Even when I'm preparing, I'm gorgeous. What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. My life is no longer a beautiful fairy tale. I am a traitor to humanity. A monster. A heretic. That's the way my story has been written. A failed story. A fairy tale that is not beautiful must be erased. Glass slippers. Full contact.
Cinderella. Get up. Turn glass slippers off, you idiot.
Huh? How did you find me?
It's time to punish the sinners.
Let me check the mirror for a moment. What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. Answer me. How did you find me? Answer me!
I thought you would be here.
What?
You always said that someday, when this was all over, you'd want to spend your days in a place where the cloudless sky meets the horizon. After you ran away, I looked for a place that matched that description. I assumed that you would have thought that everything was over. There were a few places that fit the bill, but this one was the furthest. So, I figured that's where I'd find you.
Did I say that?
You did.
I don't remember.
I do.
Why are you here?
To take you away.
Where?
Anywhere but here.
Wherever it is, I'm not going. I will stay here.
And do what? Die?
Yes.
I can't allow that.
I don't need your permission.
That's where you're wrong. I created you, so I say when you get to die. Come on, get up. I told you to get up.
What are you trying to do?
Get up so we can have some snacks and chat. Come on, please.
Forget about me.
No.
I said forget about me. I've become a monster. I'm no longer beautiful. I stood in the goddess's way. I killed many humans, and my own comrade. I've ruined everything. There's no reason for me to live.
You have to live.
Why?
Because I want to be the best engineer this world has ever known. You are my creation. My greatest masterpiece. It can't end like this. I can't let you end it all on such a miserable note. Otherwise, I would have created something which didn't amount to anything. No, this isn't where the story ends. Your story can only come to a close when you're at your most beautiful.
I already have too much blood on my hands. I'm not beautiful anymore. My story has been tainted. There's no happy ending for me anymore. A fairy tale, which is no longer beautiful, should be erased.
I've always been watching you. I didn't want to miss a single moment. Your perseverance towards achieving your goals. Your refusal to give up. Your way of thinking. The future. Your dreams. I watched it all. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I could create a masterpiece such as yourself. I couldn't take my eyes off you. You were so beautiful.
Huh?
You always had a captive audience in me. Your attention was focused on the Goddess Squad. You wanted to be part of them. To be honest, I wasn't terribly interested in them. Because you were more beautiful. You were shining bright like a diamond, and you were right in front of me. So why would I look at inferior beings that were far away? You were the most beautiful being that I ever created. My goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory.
That's why it can't end here. My goddess of victory must shine the brightest and be the most beautiful. Let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite this fairy tale which has gone astray. You're still alive. It's not over yet. There's still a chance to rewrite the story as many times as we want. It's only the first chapter that's finished. There's still a long way to go until the ending. There's bound to be plenty of twists and turns along the way. Let's create a happy ending.
But I've already killed so many people.
You weren't you.
I stood in the way of the Goddess Squad.
That's not what you intended.
I became the enemy of the entire human race.
It's not your fault.
I even killed Red Shoes with my own hands.
You must have had a good reason for what you did. I trust you. No matter what happens, I will always trust you. I'm blinded by your light and your beauty.
Ave.
Look, Cinderella. What do you see?
A monster covered in blood.
Don't be a fool. That can be wiped away. No matter what it's covered in, that doesn't change what's underneath. Look, it's all clean. Whenever you're struggling, don't allow your image to define you. Instead, look at your true self. What do you see now?
When you look at me, what do you see, Ave?
I can't see anything. I'm too starstruck. What do you see?
Me.
Who are you?
Cinderella.
And what kind of person is Cinderella?
Someone who betrayed humanity and killed a lot of people.
What do you mean? It's not an Ichiro who is reflected here. It's Cinderella. So I'll ask you again. What kind of person is Cinderella?
A person who, when in despair, received help from the goddesses and then idolized them. Someone who wanted to stand on the battlefield alongside them and applied for that privilege. Who worked really hard and became a second-generation Grimm's model. A person who took great pride in that truth. Someone who took thousands, tens of thousands of tests. Who always strived to achieve the best results. Who never gave up on her dreams. Who was always proud and full of confidence. A person who loved their comrades. Someone who loved humanity. A person who loved myself. The most beautiful person in the world.
And this Cinderella you're describing, what did she want to do?
Defeat those who would harm humanity and protect the human race. To rewrite the story.
That's better. Let's do it. Let's rewrite it. I'll be in the front row watching. I'll be your mirror. I'll watch you become your true self.
Okay. You've watched over me all this time. Even if everyone turned their backs on me, you would remain by my side. For you, I will continue my story.
When you become exhausted and you can't stand to look at yourself, when the mirror's surface becomes smudged and dirty, just remember my eyes watching you. That's where you'll find the most beautiful goddess of victory this world has ever seen.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
A commendable battle, but I desire stronger opponents next time.
I didn't expect this kind of talk to come from you.
Not a word of this to anyone. Having to suffer through this once for my child is difficult enough.
Did you say child?
Why are you making that weird face?
I'm touched.
Anyway, I know I was speaking confidently, but things have really gone to the dogs. Right now, you're...
The main reason why humanity had to flee underground. The one who destroyed the heretic research lab and who killed Red Shoes.
You already know. So, if we're being realistic, we have two choices. First, return to the central government and cooperate with the investigation. I'll be there to make sure they don't treat you roughly like before. We'll prove to them that you're completely and utterly free of corruption and explain the mechanisms behind it. While on paper, this is the safest and most conventional method, but it might not even be possible.
Especially considering I'm essentially a wanted criminal. I doubt I'll even be given the chance to explain myself.
Now, the second choice, hide out and wait. Like I told you, humanity has acknowledged defeat and is hiding underground. An operation called Ark Guardian, centered around the Goddess Squad, is underway. Whatever form it ends up assuming, the operation will soon come to a close. The people will seal the Ark, and ensure that nothing can enter or exit. Our second option is to hide away and wait until that happens.
What happens then?
I don't know, maybe consider getting into farming?
What's the point of living on a planet where nothing remains?
You'll be alive, and that will be significant enough. You will wait, and you'll keep waiting. When humanity eventually emerges from their underground city, that is when you will help them. After enough time has passed, they'll be willing to overlook much of what has happened. While it's a safe choice, the disadvantage is that it will take a lot of time, and there's always the off chance that it will backfire. Pick whichever one you prefer.
Neither seems particularly alluring.
Then what are you going to do?
You said we should rewrite the story.
Yeah, and?
So let's rewrite it.
This can also be a part of the story. Every story has an intermission.
I don't like that. It's not beautiful.
It's easy enough to say you don't like something, but not so easy to come up with alternatives.
For better or worse, I've become stronger. My current strength is incomparable to before.
Good for you.
And due to the many unwanted battles, my skills have also significantly improved.
Why would you bring that up now of all times?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things more difficult. But it's the truth. I'm as strong as ever. In matters of physical strength, nothing is impossible for me.
Hey, don't tell me...
In order to fix the story, I need to right the wrongs I've committed. I'm going to take down the Queen. You mentioned that the number of raptures near the lift has increased, didn't you? It doesn't matter. With my current abilities, I can break through. I can erase the past catastrophes. The Goddess Squad will no longer be a failure. This is where it changes. What do you think? I think it's a beautiful plan that can resolve everything.
I don't think you have to go that far.
What do you mean?
Humanity doesn't trust you. They consider you their enemy, a traitor. You don't have to go through all this.
Ave, I still want to be a second-generation Grimm's model. The savior of humanity. The successor to the Goddess Squad. I'm not doing this for humanity. I'm doing it for myself. And for Ave, who created me. For my comrades. I need to undo the damage I caused with my own hands.
So you're going to take down the Queen?
Yes.
Sounds like a fool's errand. Let's get started.
What? That last bit contradicts the first part.
High risk, high reward. I like it. If we want to turn things around, then we've got to do something drastic.
But there is something I need.
What is it?
I need Hansel, Gretel, and Siren. We need to go together. Then I know for sure that we can win.
Are you certain?
How could we not? While they may not be as strong as me, they are still remarkable.
It's not a matter of how strong they are or aren't. It's whether they'll be willing to go with you in the first place.
They'll come with me. I'm sure of it.
What makes you so confident?
Because I believe everyone feels the same as I do.
Okay, let's go meet them. I don't know if they'll be persuaded, but we can at least go see them.
If you talk to them, I'm sure they'll listen.
Do you think I've got a voice like sirens or something?
No, you have something better. You're able to save someone who is ready to give up everything. who was ready to choose death.
Don't you ever bring that up again, please.
There's no need to be flustered. You're beautiful.
Well, still, if we want to talk to them, then the first step is to go meet up with them. And that'll be the biggest stumbling block.
How come? Surely that wouldn't be an issue for you.
Well, the thing is, before I came here, I used a stun gun to knock them all out. I'm considered an important witness, so they wouldn't let me leave.
Oh!
You think that's funny?
Let's find them then.
Find them? You mean there?
Yes.
I guess there's some sense to that. Good. Then, let's start by sneaking in.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Is it a rapture?
I can't tell.
Come out. We have you surrounded.
I will protect you! Even when I'm preparing there's some food on my face.
What a mere bagatelle. Need a sharper sword.
Well, that was easy.
What an odd combination. What is this? I thought you said we were surrounded. A bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
3 second-generation Grimm's models are more than enough to hem you in.
Hansel, Gretel, and Siren.
Seems like you haven't come here to talk things through. Tell me, why are you here?
We're here to take you in. And to eliminate the heretic Anichiro.
Then I'm afraid you've wasted your trip. Since the heretic Anichiro is no more.
Allow me to convey the current feelings of the central government. You massacred untold numbers of Nikkes and humans. Destroyed the heretic research lab. Murdered Red Shoes in cold blood. You must be executed. Given the untold harm you have caused on humankind, both physically and on morale, we are here to kill you and secure your remains. The news of your death will boost morale.
I hate to admit it, but you're not wrong.
Furthermore, any future option to capture or negotiate with Anichiro is off the table. Our primary goal is elimination.
Isn't that going a bit overboard? A heretic's body holds untold research potential.
Too many have died by her hand. It's not just the central government. The common people harbor a desire for revenge. So many of them have lost family and friends.
So she's become a figurehead.
Correct. Raptures are already starting to be viewed as a natural phenomenon, akin to a natural disaster. There is no trace of individuality amongst them. They are an anonymous collective, a faceless horde. But the heretic Anichiro? She is one person. A perfect and singular target to focus on.
So you came to kill her? And you brought them along?
Huh?
There is nothing better than a Grimm's model to combat a heretic.
Hey, you guys. What's gotten into you? Did you really come to kill Cinderella?
They're all in a bit of a tight spot. Their top member, Cinderella, has been corrupted. Red Shoes, once a high-ranking priest and researcher from BTC, is dead. Siren is barely able to control the immense power she wields. As for Hansel and Gretel, they are illicit creations. Only 3 second-generation Grimm's models were supposed to be made: Cinderella, Red Shoes, and Siren. Hansel and Gretel were created by you without prior authorization. You created full-fledged Nikkes, all in secret. You know what this implies, don't you?
That I'm amazing?
I won't deny that. But it also casts doubt upon your intentions. Only a potential traitor would conduct such actions in secret. The heretic is a new weapon that you created, and the second-generation Grimm's models were all made to eventually serve as such. It makes for a convenient cover-up, and you're the perfect scapegoat.
If you had a brain in your head, you'd know that's complete horse.
My opinion doesn't matter. What matters is that this is what most people will think. In particular, those who are in power.
So what are you trying to say?
Cinderella, if you die, everyone else can be cleared of their charges. If you take the blame for what's happened and die, Ave and the other Grimm's models can return. They can be humanity's saviors once again, the successors to the goddesses. Only you will be considered a traitor. To capture you, the second-generation Grimm's models were deployed. After a fierce battle, they emerged victorious. The foe that even the Goddess Squad struggled against will be defeated. Vengeance will be ours. It would be a grand achievement, one which overshadows any minor details.
I understand what you're saying, but I have no intention of cooperating. There is something I must do.
What is that?
I will defeat the Queen.
Huh? I see. Given your specifications, this is not as outlandish as it may sound. Very well. Is this your final decision? I should have known this is what you'd all decide.
Hansel, Gretel, Siren, let's go together. With your help, we can win.
Gretel and I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Did Anachiro kill Red Shoes?
No, I did.
Why did you kill her?
She deserved to die.
I thought Red Shoes was kind. She took good care of us. She was kind to Siren. She liked Cinderella. Was your hate for Red Shoes so strong as to forget all that?
Yes, I despised her.
If you start to hate Gretel and me, will you kill us too?
If you do something like what Red Shoes did, then yes, I will kill you.
What were Red Shoes' final words?
She didn't say anything.
I see. Oswald told me that she was refining the corruption virus.
I did some of my own investigating. Turns out Red Shoes was using an old VTC research lab in secret. We found over 200 Nikkes and about 10 raptures there. The Nikkes all had their brains operated on, and the raptures had been implanted with corruption.
Is that true?
All the Nikkes were dead, but something stood out even more than that. All their eyes were red. The raptures were all functioning normally. They had been stripped of their armor and were immobile. Only the corruption-inducing devices were operational. Red Shoes was refining the corruption process. Of that, there is no doubt. And one more thing. The entire lab was full of your photos.
I see. Gretel and I knew that Red Shoes did some bad things. And even worse things to Cinderella. But did you have to kill her? Was there no other option? No, there wasn't. I think you're trying to play it off like you don't care. Gretel thinks you're crying. We both like you, Cinderella. We also liked Red Shoes. We're sad. Red Shoes was like family to us, and now she's gone. I'm sad too. We don't want to lose another family member. So we will protect you. We will protect Cinderella. Let's go together. Thank you. Can I hug you? Sure. Sorry for not believing in what you said. For not believing you. Sorry. Sorry. It's okay. Thank you for coming to meet me. Thank you for forgiving me. You did nothing wrong.
Cinderella? You were hurting. You were very lonely.
You fool. I told you not to talk.
I was so scared. I didn't know if the person in front of me was the real you. I was scared that you might hurt me again. I avoided your hand. You probably just wanted to hold hands. No one would have held Cinderella's hand.
You're holding my hand now. That's all I need.
I understand.
Dang, I didn't even need to persuade them. Oswald?
Yes?
Are you crying?
No.
You didn't come here to kill us, did you?
I was sent here to eliminate you. That much is true. But I failed.
And here you are, practically laying down the red carpet to let us escape.
Don't be ridiculous. So are you going to kill the Queen?
Yes.
Then you are officially fugitives now. Your names will have a curse upon them, and you will be shunned. Can you handle that?
It's okay. We can always clear our names again. Gretel and I are okay with it.
Here.
What's this?
A list of safe places and routes that will keep you out of harm's way. Perhaps it will come in handy.
Why are you doing this? It's unlike you.
I'm a fan. You have to win. Give humanity the victory they deserve.
Leave it to us. I will bring you a splendid, beautiful victory. If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
What should the first target be? Hold on just a little longer.
The judgment delivered by prayer is always fair.
Oswald? You never had any doubt, did you?
What do you mean?
You knew Cinderella was free from the corruption. I thought a hard case like you would prioritize the worst-case scenario for sure.
I was hoping for this to be the outcome.
What?
That there was once a hero who was willing to fight until the bitter end. If she had given in to the corruption, that would be far too tragic an ending to the story. If corruption can be treated, then there's a chance that the hero could be rehabilitated as well. She's capable of that, and much more. Holding on to that kernel of hope, I decided to believe. To believe that corruption can be treated.
I had no idea you were this sentimental.
Only in certain situations. Ave, speaking of the worst-case scenario, I need to tell you.
You're talking about how Cinderella might not be completely cured, right?
You knew.
What was it called again? Vophaus? I read a report. When you're exposed to it, 98% of the nanomachines in the body are destroyed. Cinderella's body is mostly made up of nanomachines now, but she hasn't experienced any changes.
The nanomachines collapsed and then regenerated. The key word to keep in mind here is internal.
Yes, I remember them using that term in the report. These nanomachines they refer to must be the nymph.
You know about nymph as well? That's classified information.
A fugitive cares little about confidentiality. Anyway, if this Vophaus kills the nymph, then it's fair to assume that 98% of Cinderella's nymph is currently dead.
Correct. 2% remains. That could also mean that some corruption might still be present. We must also keep in mind that being nanomachines, they are capable of reproduction. If that happens, what will you do?
What do you mean by that?
I'm talking about if Cinderella becomes Anichiro again.
Cinderella will never be tainted again.
What evidence do you have to support that?
My own conviction. Nothing more.
Now who's being sentimental?
Only in certain situations.
Ave? Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Just a bit nervous.
I hardly think it's fair that my first mission is to overthrow the Queen. Gretel, on the other hand, finds it very exciting.
The Ark is being sealed as we speak. The defensive operation centered around the Goddess Squad, Ark Guardian, is reaching its final stages. That means the high-level Raptors are heading for the Ark. But the Ark will be sealed and kept safe, because the Goddesses are there. While the Raptors head for the Ark, our aim is to find the Queen and attack. While all the pretty little Raptors are out to play, we strike when their house is empty. Well, maybe not entirely empty. None of you have to come with us. This is a glorified suicide mission. You can all go back and say that Cinderella escaped. Your lives could return to normal.
Why aren't you going back, Ave? You're the weakest one amongst us. To be honest, you won't be able to help much in terms of combat.
I can still do repairs on you insolent goofballs. I have to see this through to the end. I need to witness the moment Cinderella clears her name once and for all. The moment she rewrites her story.
Gretel and I don't care about that. We just want Cinderella to live. That's why we have to protect her.
I want Cinderella to be happy. It's been too long since she felt happiness.
Thank you, everyone. Our story should have ended as a happy fairy tale. One that would have been remembered fondly for generations to come. But I ruined it all. I turned it into a story filled with pain and misery. But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well. I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
We believe in you.
Come, let's write our story.
Bundle him up nice and tight, Siren.
Oh! Gather at the center.
Let's do it, Gretel. Yes, the secret recipe. Matter bomb. Pow.
That wasn't an actual hydrogen bomb, was it?
Of course not. I just came up with a joke name that sounded cool.
Don't scare me like that.
Gretel and I think there are too many raptures.
Don't worry. We can break through. Glass slippers, full contact. Shower them.
What an amazing control!
Amazing.
Let's keep going. Once we get inside the lift, victory is as good as ours.
All right, we can make it!
No Guardian-level raptures detected. Since you're all experts at annihilating raptors, I don't foresee any major problems. Red shoes?
Are those Red Shoes' legs?
They've been modified to form a rapture.
You got your wish, Red Shoes. No, that's not it. You poor thing. The Raptures were never interested in you, only in your weaponry. I'll right this wrong. I'll take these Red Shoes which you never deserved, and erase them from this world.
We won! We did it!
Damn you, stop flying around!
Ugh, so annoying! Stop now! Be gone! Don't tell me this
is meant to induce corruption.
You came back. And you brought your friends along too. Now, let's go over your mission once again. You don't want to see your friends killed by your own hand, do you? State your mission. Then, you can be at ease. There's no time. Hurry.
Yes. You've always been watching me. Your own goddess of victory. I won't allow myself to be tainted anymore. I have someone in my corner watching me. I have to be beautiful in their eyes. Be gone! The thought of your filth blighting my beauty sickens me.
Cinderella, snap out of it! Damn it, don't do this to me. We're so close! Wake up! Wake up! Cinderella!
What's wrong? You look like you're about to cry.
But the corruption...
What are you talking about? Don't worry. Your goddess of victory will never be tarnished.
Oh man. My heart can't take much more of this.
Cinderella, are you okay?
Of course. I'm fine. No matter what happens, I will never inflict any pain on any of you.
Good. Then let's go. The path ahead is clear. It's time to take down the Queen. Everyone, keep your head on a swivel. There's no knowing what we might find inside the lift.
Wow. So pretty.
Yeah, beautiful.
No way you'd be riding this if you had a fear of heights.
Gretel and I think it's strange. The world as we know it has changed significantly, but from here, it looks as if not much has happened.
You're right. Ave, how long until we reach the space station?
Assuming that nothing goes wrong, we should arrive in 1 hour.
That's fast.
While it's technically a freight elevator, the speed is more akin to a shuttle.
Is there something on your mind?
No, not really. I'm just feeling confident that we got it right. The freight elevator is operating normally. If you look around, you can see all different sizes of scratches. So our theory that they used this to send the Raptors down to the surface must be correct. They're made at the space station and transported using this lift. So, if things go south, if we just detach the space station...
How about destroying the lift itself?
That's essentially impossible. It's too big. And, thanks to gluttony, the use of large-scale weapons is prohibited. Only small groups like us could have made it this far.
Eve? Gretel and I think, it's a bit hot in here.
Really? Could the temperature regulation system be broken? I'll check.
Actually, it's strange. It's not hot. It's burning.
I have a bad feeling.
Don't worry. Ave is looking into...
A beam attack from above? What the? Where did everybody go? Where are they? Hansel! Gretel! Siren! Where are you? Did they fall?
Ave!
What's going on?
Pull yourself together. I'm sure everyone's safe.
How could they be when we're this high up?
They'll be... Ave! Ave! I'm coming!
Don't come! You'll get hit! This attack is from the Queen, I'm certain of it! She's armed with a high-output beam weapon. If you use glass slippers, we might stand a chance. So long as it's not destroyed entirely, this elevator will continue to ascend. Deploy glass slippers and keep going up!
What are you saying?
If you think you can't win, detach the station. Send the Queen packing. That way, you'll at least be able to cut off the supply route for the Raptors. We can win this!
Wait! I'm coming!
I said don't come! You have to go up. You need to continue the story.
How can I do it alone?
You can.
You are my most beautiful goddess of victory. Now hurry and win! We'll all be waiting for you down below. No, that's not it. I'll find you no matter what happens.
I will come back to you, victorious!
That's the spirit. I believe in you, Cinder.
I guess I've arrived. Everyone, be safe. I'll win this for you and return to you. Let's go. May this bring us a happy ending.
It's me. We've received orders from up high. Destroy all information related to the second-generation Grimm's models. Yes, all of it. The second generation was a failure. Operation Ark Guardian was a success. Now we just need to seal the Ark. If it weren't for Lillywise, it would have been impossible. The operation succeeded, but we lost the goddess of victory herself. Morale is lower than ever. We can't allow such failures to continue to exist at such a pivotal moment. None of the Grimm's models can be allowed to fail again. They must be made examples of. Yes, I will leave it to you. My hands are tied. All I can do is wipe the slate clean. I don't know when it will be. But if there ever comes a time when we can resume your stories again, my hope is that the newly cleansed slate will only contain beautiful stories. May it be so.